Morning YouTubers. Well, I thought I'd show you today our no mow area. It has extended because we still haven't got the lawnmower fixed, and just to see all the different flowers that are coming up is just amazing, and all the different butterflies. I just am amazed. I did think about the new TV show that Sky want to do, of coming around to people's gardens. Now, I purely garden for the wildlife, my vegetables and things. Can get eaten by them. An update on my herb and strawberry planter. Over the weekend, Dobbies were doing 6 plants for £10. So the new additions are curry plant, celery leaf, lemon variegated thyme, lemon verbena, and pineapple sage. Now, I've never seen pineapple sage before. I believe that's purple basil, and that's my rosemary, of course, and my marjoram, which is just going into flower, which is lovely. Haven't used any of them yet. I must start cutting some. My strawberries I tried to save. I have taken the runners off and stuck them in the water. And we'll see how we go. I'll have to look up what different things you can put the herbs into. We will go into the forest in a minute, meaning the greenhouse, because it is chock-a-block. I just don't know what to do with my tomatoes in there, to be honest. I've planted some tomatoes outside. I mean, these were what I was trying to sell outside. This is some dwarf curly kale. This is walking stick cabbage. This is some celery. Sorry, I don't know what this is. In a minute, Charlotte. As you can see, everything is getting eaten. My pak choi has been eaten, which I'm in the greenhouse that have just gone ballistic. Now, apart from everything eating this, I have lots of flowers hopefully coming on it, and I did have a bit of fruit down there. I don't know if I can show you. And I don't know if it's dead. Will the leaves come? It's ready for picking. I presume it's a pumpkin. As you know, earlier in the season, I had labels fading, so I just cannot remember what I am growing. But it certainly wants to grow. We've got some lovely flowers there. There again, I don't know if they're male or female. Got a bit of fruit or something growing on that one by the looks of it. Stingers are taking over big time. Some of them will have to be hacked because I just can't get through to see how things are doing there. So some of these, as much as they're just a wildflower in the wrong place, but you know, when I can't get to my cold frame, something has to be done. Have to make them into nettle tea. Some things are working here in my Garden Connect and some things aren't. Cat's gradually cooking, growing. But there again, it's getting a lot of flowers are just taking over. That's calendula again. But as I say, it's really staking, but my Garden Connect isn't really doing that brilliantly. Whether it is because of all the trees underneath here, you know, which I have to deal with because David won't let me move out. Here's my first bed again. With some pretty calendulas on. I think that is a stinger in the wrong place. I don't think it's my original parsnip bed. Don't think my beetroots are bulbing up. I'm not sure what's going wrong there. I can't see any bulbs on them yet. And there's some baby ones. Carrots are looking good. I did put some broad beans out the back here. I don't know if they'll do any good. Not sure if they're ready or not. So I'll just leave them for a bit. Now my bed I made myself is sort of doing alright. Sweet corn's looking good. I didn't think it would grow at all. I've got a few weeds in here. Can't seem to get my things to climb up the things, so I just have to see what happens. I've got some new little seedlings that I've planted, so I'll have to just move, say, some of this, which is just a weed. And as you can see, molehills everywhere, but I am using them gradually. My artichokes. Chocolate? No. Artichokes seem to be thriving. My Swiss chard, I'll have to do some picking. My rhubarb and my rocket seem to be doing all right. I know I've got to sort some beds down. I did prune my asparagus, and I have planted some more things in this half. Eventually I will be having some more artichokes, so it'll both be a whole bed of artichokes. But they're coming up again. They're still coming up from where I've cut them off, so they're doing well. But yes, and if you remember, when I first tried to pull these out, they're my rocket spuds, and I put them back because nothing was happening. I might try at the weekend and see if we've got any in there, which would be really nice. So yeah, that's them. And I have planted, I'm just using the molehills. I believe this is a pumpkin, I can't remember. I planted, that's a cabbage. So I'm just taking advantage really of my molehills. As you can see, we've got lovely little flowers coming up. Cabbage there, cabbage there. I have to remember where I put things. But as you can see, we've got different things coming up. Another cabbage there. I believe that's a squash or something, I can't remember. And that's another cabbage that is slowly being eaten. But yes, let's head into the jungle, as I call it. fruit, narrow fruit shell's not doing too bad. Have to check the weeds here because otherwise they're going to suffocate. The grapes look like they're still doing good. I think I picked all the fruit that we did have on here. But as I say, the birds seem to be getting to it. No, I can't actually see any fruit at the moment. We should have some golden coming, but with all the weeds and everything. Oh, we've got the start. No, that's our sneezing, isn't it? But yes, I think my red currant will recover. We've got foliage on it, and we just have to see what happens next year. That's just weeds all over. I have got a blueberry in there, but it just won't do anything. So I think I've just got to try and keep some of these weeds at bay. It's okay in the winter, but I think what I'm going to do in the winter, when it dies down, I'm just going to put a cover along the top of it just to keep them that side, because it just gets in the way when you're trying to harvest and everything like that. Well, as you can see, my pot choi's gone, but it has bolted. Might move them out and plant them for the birds, but I just do not know what to do here. Got some little fruit there, forming. Got some really lovely ones. See, I don't know, like here, whether I should take it off so that more light can get in there. You know, or even that, if I did that. I can't see any fruit on some of these, but because one of them's meant to be a wild tomato, I'm just not sure what you're meant to do, to be honest. I've got basil under there somewhere. Oh, some of my other tomato plants look like they're dying. I've got some fruit forming, I think, on that chilli. I have to put some water in here in a minute. Oh, I have got some. The apples are still doing beautiful. That's my pear over there. Just put some on here. As I say, getting a lot of green algae, unfortunately. Spider plants are doing great. This is my dwarf green curly. I planted up. As I say, I can't remember what these are. I really can't, but they seem to be doing well. It's annoying when I can't remember what things are. I get really frustrated by it. Cape gooseberry, I hope it's doing well. It seems to. It's flowered, so I should have some Cape gooseberries coming on it. And there's my blueberry. I brought that in here to see if that'd do anything. One's died. But as I say, if anyone can give me some advice on what to do here, as you know, I stringed them up the best I can. But where I've got fruit forming, like here and here, that's obviously going to have some fruit on. But can I nip that one like I've just done, just to help let some more light in. Do that because I don't want to grow any more. So if anyone can give me some advice what to do, I would be really grateful. You know, really pleased with the way they've grown. I can't fault the way they've grown. And I can't wait for the harvest. But as I say, I'm really just not sure. Yes, I've got to sort of obviously try and support them a bit more better, where to just get some string and just add it to this main frame, but I don't want the greenhouse to fall down if I put too much weight on them, if you know what I mean. So let's stop it. So if anyone can give me some advice, I'd be very grateful. Because I need to try and make sure they can get some. See, that's got fruit on it. So, you know, I don't know if I nicked that bit out. So yes, so if someone can give me some advice on what to do with my tomatoes, I'll be really grateful. I better yes, I bought some melon seeds in here to dry, and that's what's happened. Mr. Mouse has come along and eaten them. Thank you, Mr. Mousey. And I've got some teasel to gradually put on, either plant outside or pot on. And there's some dwarf green curly cabbage. Kale, sorry. And we'll see what happens. As I say, I still haven't made up my mind what to do with my apples, whether to just plant them in a pot or whether to yeah, leave them open for a bit, or whether to graft them. So thank you very much for joining me on my little tour, and I will do some more how to like show things shortly, and try and get back into and here's my hanging basket of tomatoes. They're starting to flower. Need to re-water them because they need a lot of water. My spider hanging basket I've got another one here. I don't know whether to just put it in the other one down there. And we've got some flowers on these forming. Lavender's looking great just there. But on the whole, garden's looking great. I must admit I haven't done a lot of de-weeding where it needs to be done, I must admit. And I've got to fill up a few bird baths and things. But, you know, it is coming along. Got lots of fruit forming. I lost my peach, as you know. I only had one on there. As you say, I'm just making use of the molehills. Molehills are meant to be quite good for seedlings. So this is my Bramley. This is my Bramley apple, which I must make sure I name them when I next to my fruit. You leave them alone. They're not for you. Because last time on my tree follow, I mean, you look at the size of those apples just then, and they're forming up. And this is just an apple James Grieve. It's called James Grieve. So I presume it's just an eating apple. I don't think that one's going to do anything, so I can take that one off. But yes, the 14-year-old and the pear tree. We're getting lots of pears forming. We will have lots of wasps, unfortunately, but that's just part of it. You know, yes, I've got to fill my T-bar feeder up. Got some lard, but yes, on the whole, oh, my buddleia, my latest buddleia is coming out, and that's brilliant. News. So that's really good that it's starting to flower. I've got a Hawaiian, Himalayan poppy, blue poppy here somewhere. I'm not sure what's wrong with the plum tree. This is meant to be the plum tree, and they're all about 14 years old. The pear tree is going to give us a bumper crop, along with the apple tree. I just hope most of them will fall over the fence, unfortunately, because the apple tree's not in our garden. So I'll have to make sure David does something that we don't just lose them all. Because when they did the fence, they didn't think of redoing the fence to include the apple tree, which is a bit silly. But yes, it looks like we're going to have a good pear harvest, but I just cannot really see any plums at the moment. If you can, then let me know. Because it would be nice to. I believe we didn't get any fruit last year. Oh yes, I think we've got some plums up there, looking at them now. So yes, I've just got to keep my eye on them. So we might have some plums this year. I don't know what the variety is, but looking at it, we might do. But yes, I'll have to get David see if we can just take this fence down a bit just to get the apple tree in, because we've got the pear tree in, and it'll be a shame if we can't collect our apples from there. It did really well last year, but I think they all fell onto the ground that side. But yes, I think looking at this lot, we might just have some plums forming. Can't really see any plums this side. Oh, I say I can't see any plums this side. Look, wow. So we have got some plums sort of here, and we might have a crop. So, as I say, this hasn't been pruned. David doesn't like me pruning things, but it does look we might have some fruit this year, which would be nice. So, thanks for the journey. Yes, I've got to come and fill up some things. As I say, perennial bed is perennial bed at the moment. Some things you can see, some things you can't. But yes, it's looking good. It's got a wild mix in there as well. So we'll just see what happens. But yes, it is getting rather covered. I haven't got anything on my this pear tree, but at least it's came back to life by having foliage. Some lovely perennial plants, I can't remember their name. And then again, likewise, this plum tree has come back to life. So yes, we've got things happening. Oh wow! I'll have to stake this one up. I don't know why it's fallen over, so I might have to stake this one to give it a bit of a helping hand. But that's flowered too. As I say, oxeye daisies seem to be doing good. I think it's just where the dogs keep walking by. But yes, wild area is wild area. I'm out of peanuts at the moment. But yes, I will Have to gently pop that one up. I'm pleased to see it's flowering, which is good. Haven't seen my hedgehogs. I've got 2 that I rescued. I think we might have a spider in the spider web thing, but I can't see from here. So I will say bye for now, and we'll catch you again soon.